Welcome back to another episode of the Draft Back Podcast. I am Bradley, as always, joined by my co-host Zane. And if you missed last episode, we talked about our top 10 defensive linemen. So if you haven't already, go give that a listen. But how are you doing today, Zane?
I'm doing pretty good. It's outside of like a minor ear thing going on right now. I'm doing good. It's our last mock draft. The draft is in. Um, I usually have a timer pulled up. The draft is officially in 1 day, 20 hours, 25 minutes, and 10 seconds as of me just looking at it. So I'm excited because finally the rumors are going to go away and finally the draft will happen. How are you feeling?
No, I'm excited for this episode. This is our final mock draft. Last time, truly looking at the prospects before the actual draft is here, and I feel like this is a very unexpected. Like, we don't know what's going to happen in this draft, so this is going to be a very exciting draft to watch.
Yeah, I feel like it's like you mentioned, it's going to be completely unpredictable. I feel like there's some predictability to it, like on what the position people are going to pick. It's just the players to who they're going to pick at.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like the first like 7 picks are like we know them. Or the first 4 at least for sure. Like the first 4 are guaranteed.
I would hope so, but I've heard the Cardinals might trade once they're on the clock.
Yeah.
So if
I
they get offered like King's ransom, sure I'd probably move, but otherwise I wouldn't.
Yeah, I don't like that for the Cardinals because give Kyler Murray a true number one that he deserves because he hasn't had one since DeAndre Hopkins, and still he was injured on and off and didn't really have a full season with the number one. And I think Marvin Harrison will give him that opportunity.
I Yes, I completely agree. Um,
But
yeah, do you want to jump right into it?
yeah,
Um, I'm doing like we've basically done every time. I'm doing odds and he's doing evens, so I get to start with the Bears. This feels very self-explanatory at this point. I think we've explained it a million times, but it's Caleb. So I feel like
yeah,
there's no
Caleb.
real explanation needed. It's Caleb Williams.
Yeah, Caleb Williams will be the number one pick. Like I saw the Bears, instead of like the owners and coaches going out with them to go get dinner, it was the team captains, which I
Yeah,
thought was
he's
cool.
he was also throwing. I don't know if you saw this. He was throwing with Romo Dunze, Keenan Allen, and DJ Moore. So
Yeah.
something to look at.
Did you see Roma Dunze said he was like flying the plane or something, like he landed it
Yeah,
safely?
I did see that. That was pretty funny.
But here with the number 2 overall pick, the Commanders, I've been pushing the narrative that they should take Drake May. I think Drake May would fit in this system as well as Jaden Daniels. I think his talent would lead him to the success that what people are projecting Daniels would give in this system. But I'm going to Jaden Daniels here.
I like it.
Yeah, I know you like this pick especially.
Yes, I have wanted Drake May since the process started. Once Mac Jones started completely sucking, I was like, I need Drake May or Caleb Williams. And then suddenly Jaden Daniels appeared on the scene. I was just like, he's not these other two guys. Like, I think we're both on that same page where Drake is our number two, and Jaden is good, and he'll be good for a fantasy side of things. But I think people are starting to bleed that too much into real life. He doesn't have some of the qualities that Drake May has as a passer and as just like a normal quarterback. Um, so I think Drake May right here would be like the home run slam dunk pick for the Patriots, and so that's what I'm gonna end up doing.
Yeah, and people don't talk enough about his pressure to sack rate last
Yeah.
year and the years before even. Like Jaden Daniels, like Sam Howell's sack to rate scenario was pretty bad, and Jaden Daniels was pretty bad as well. So it's not like
Slower.
yeah, and I think Commanders fans and just like NFL people in general are thinking like Jaden Daniels will come in and just save the Commanders. Like they think they're just gonna make the playoffs right off the bat with Jaden, but I truly don't think that will happen.
Yeah, no. I saw a mock today. I did like it because of the Patriots getting Drake May, but I didn't like how it went. So it had the Patriots trading back and the Vikings getting the pick, and they picked JJ McCarthy here.
Oh,
And I just don't understand that. Like, to me, that's just dumb.
yeah, yeah. Like the Vikings are gonna get JJ because it's the only other quarterback left.
Yes.
If you
And
have
it's not like,
three, then draft May.
it's not like JJ's bad either, but Drake May is by far a better talent. And I don't understand the logic of picking JJ because both aren't ready right now, in my opinion. Like, both need to sit. I think all quarterbacks, we need to start leaning towards sitting them a little bit, at least a game, to start out their rookie year, to just give them time to just feel it out and learn and grow as quarterbacks in the NFL. I know that's what the preseason is for, but they clearly need more weeks because of how bad the percentage is right now for first round quarterbacks the past 2 years. The past 3 years, it's super low for a hit rate. So
Yeah,
I think giving them time would be good.
yeah, I agree with that. Because I think if you're drafting a quarterback this high, you're not going to, most likely, you're not going to make the playoffs this upcoming year. Like,
Mm-mm.
of course, that's the ultimate goal, but like, you can't just throw a quarterback in the system and just think immediately that they're going to lead you to the promised land. Texans, they, I don't want to say they got lucky, but they just had
They
their
did.
offseason was incredible. Got a new coach, traded back up for Will Anderson. So like everything just clicked in place there. So unless a team's gonna do what the Texans did, I think
Which, honestly, Caleb's probably the only one that's going to do that. And, like, Jaden probably could do it too. Maybe, because I just don't like the risk of the Commanders' offensive line right now. I'd almost rather start Mariota at least week one to give Jaden a little more time.
yeah,
Because Cliff Kingsbury's system is kind of complicated, so I think you got to give Jaden as much time as possible to learn it.
yeah, I agree. Um, but
You are at four. I think you probably just we both know.
yeah, I'm gonna go with Harrison. We talked about
Yeah.
this before. Give Kyler Murray the number one weapon, and I think out of all of these guys that are like, if you ask me like, you have to pick one guy in this draft that's gonna be a guaranteed superstar in this league, I'm going with Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yes.
Like,
If this draft was like 15 years earlier, Marvin would have been the clear one, like number one overall pick, no matter what. Like even with Caleb, he probably still would have been the number one overall pick because everybody
yeah, I even
knows.
think you can't say last year's because Panthers and Texans they needed a quarterback. The year before, would he be the number one pick? Who?
Yes, he would have. I would have picked him first overall in that draft.
Oh, that was the Aiden Hutchinson. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Imagine Trevor Lawrence with Marvin Harrison right now,
Yeah.
because that was Trevon Walker first, right?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, imagine Trevor Lawrence with Marvin Harrison right now. Whew,
That would be
that'd be
that would be incredible.
that'd be phenomenal.
That AFC South would be way more competitive.
Yes, and it is still super competitive. Like it's probably gonna be one of the most competitive this year.
Yeah. 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 for the 2 seed at least.
Fair. Ooh. Sorry, I'm trying to decide with this 5 pick if what I want to do. I want to switch it up because I feel like we've gotten very bland at this pick. I'm not trading back. I'm just deciding who I want here. I've heard rumors of tackle. I've heard wide receiver. I've heard tight end, and I've heard trade back.
I think it'd be dumb for them not to take a receiver.
I do too, but it's Jim Harbaugh, and he could just pick Roman Wilson in the second round and then call it a day. But I think I'm probably going to pick Neighbors here.
I mean, even if you do take 2 receivers here, I don't think it's like in the first and second. I mean, they do need bigger hole. They do need a lot of holes filled in their roster, so maybe it'd be a bad idea to take 2 receivers, but I wouldn't necessarily hate it.
Yeah, I think wide receiver with this 5, like if they stay, wide receiver at 5, and then the corner out of Michigan that's coming out, I think they'll pick him in the second. That's my prediction right now, at least, because those are their top 2 needs, in my opinion. And I talked to you about this before. Would you want to do a trade back here?
I think it'd be really... I don't think the Giants organization is this dumb. You're sitting here at 6, and there are plenty of top prospects left. Rome Odunze, Joe Alt, Brock Bowers.
Let me give you the point. There's plenty of top prospects left, and they could get 2 firsts this year. And they need it.
But my thing is, I'm looking at it, okay, you signed Daniel Jones to this big contract. You're just not getting off that contract. It's simple as that. So it's, at this point, build around him. You have to. You put yourself in this situation, so now you have to. And I'm going to pick Rome Odunze here because you have to give him a weapon. Yes, you could get 2 future firsts, yeah, but Rome Odunze will be off the board by 11. He will.
That's fair.
There's no doubt in my mind that he will be off the board by 11 if the Giants skip.
Well, yeah, because the Bears will pick him.
Yeah.
The Bears are going to pick him. I just think with the Vikings, we probably should have had them trade up at some point because they did get 2 firsts because they are going to trade up for a quarterback. So it's just where.
For me, it's just maybe I'm looking at it as I don't know, the Vikings see this is a very good draft class and they just want 2 first-round picks. They got the 23rd overall pick pretty cheap, so they can get their quarterback at 11, and then they could get another need at 23, and I think that would be a perfect idea for them because the Titans aren't drafting quarterback, Falcons aren't taking quarterback, Bears aren't, and Jets. So
none of these. The Bears at least aren't right here, of course.
Yeah, and it would be tremendously stupid. I think I would turn off my TV if the Giants draft J.J. McCarthy at 6.
That would be one of the worst picks of the first. It wouldn't be bad because J.J. McCarthy, but it'd be bad because the Giants roster.
Yeah, you have nothing else. Okay, you got your quarterback. Now
you have 2 okay wide receivers. I say okay, but they have upside, but they're okay right now. Your O-line is garbage for the most part.
Yeah, I don't even hate drafting Joe Alt here. Just don't take a quarterback.
I'm surprised you didn't do Joe Alt.
I don't know. I just think...
I was kind of hoping you were, because I wanted it to be weird with the Titans. But you didn't.
I just feel like Jones needs weapons, and I feel like you could get a offensive lineman down the road And the Giants have never truly tried to draft a wide receiver super early since Odell. Was
That's
he an
true.
early
Yeah.
pick? Yeah, since Odell. So it's like you like at least in like the top 10, you gotta at least try to build that wide receiver core.
Yeah. Um, I wanted to be different with this pick because every mock has them just picking Joe Alt. So I was really hoping you'd pick Joe Alt for the Giants, and then I could pick Brock Bowers. That's honestly, if it's not Joe Alt, it'll be Brock Bowers here. That's how I think it's gonna go.
I don't
So
know. The
this
Titans
is
have
gonna be Joe
some
Alt.
young young tight end. He had some
Well,
weird name, but he was all right.
Chig isn't that good though. Like Brock is like me and my friend. We were joking around and we played Madden franchise and did like a draft. The Titans got Brock and the Patriots ended up with May, and I was playing as the Patriots and he was playing as Brock. He was playing as the Titans, and like Brock Bowers had like an insane game, and we both were like, "All right, it's time. Draft Brock Bowers right
Yeah,
now." We were
yeah. I
joking about
mean,
it, but like
Bowers is an incredible prospect. Like,
he is. Whoever gets him is going to be super happy.
yeah, this website having Brock Bowers here at 9 is crazy.
It's crazy talk.
He's a better prospect than Fashanu and McCarthy. Yeah.
He is. Yeah, he is. I feel like there needs to be a trade up right here. Soon.
Yeah, I mean,
No way the board falls this flat, right?
honestly, I don't know. Honestly, I could see it with it like totally being flat. These teams need these certain needs, but I could also see just like a random trade back or something. But I think, I think here, it's my pick, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Here at 8, the Falcons got their quarterback this offseason, so I think you build a like your plan is to try to win a Super Bowl this year.
Yep.
So I wouldn't try to trade back, get a future couple first. Oh yay! You have a quarterback coming off a ACL injury, MCL, something like that.
Achilles, I think. Something like
Achilles, yeah, even worse. So it's like I say you draft a guy here. It should be an edge rusher. So the choices are Latu or Turner, and I'm going with Turner.
Turner is the best edge rusher, so
Yeah,
it makes sense.
and he's very versatile. Like you could put him at linebacker, you could put him at edge. So I think Turner here would be a smart move.
Now, okay. I'm trading here. It has to happen. I'm thinking the Colts move up to grab Bowers. Okay, hold on. Who all's coming up? No, you're trading back. I think someone's going to trade up and jump the Jets because I really don't think the Jets will end up with him. I'm just thinking.
Yeah,
who?
Bowers. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just
Yeah,
like
actually,
who's trading up.
I like that Colts and Bears trade.
I do. The Bears have already pretty much like rumored to trade back here anyway because they need more picks. They only have 4 of them, so I'm just trying to see who's in that ballpark right now.
Yeah, you could totally do Colts and Bears because Colts want Bowers.
Yeah.
Bears will want more picks.
Well, I was thinking with the Colts at least. Something like
Oh my gosh, yeah. I did not realize the Bears had this little of picks.
Yeah, it's bad. Cool. It liked it. Bowers. Like, Colts are going to trade up, get Anthony Richardson a second weapon on that offense. A great weapon. I was thinking of leaving the Colts back at 15 and picking a corner because, frankly, they don't really have one. But I'm going to end up picking Bowers here for them because you need a second weapon, and that keeps them away from the Jets. And in my mind, that's a win.
Yeah.
So I'm leaving 10 to you.
Okay. In our past mock drafts, we have done offensive line. Like, this is, Jets are drafting offensive line. And I was thinking about this earlier today because I showed you a mock draft.
Yeah.
And I think I took offensive line. Let me look back at it. Yeah, I took Fashanu here. But I was thinking more about this pick, and I was like, okay, the Jets, from fans' perspective, yes, they should, because they're getting an old guy who gets injured on the tackle end of things. So it's like, yes, it would be smart, but there's been rumors of who do the Jets have at wide receiver?
They have Garrett Wilson, and then Williams, Lazard, and a few other guys.
Yeah. I was thinking Brian Thomas here.
I was hoping you wouldn't because I have him somewhere else that I wanted, but I can understand it.
Well,
I'm
that's not my
against it.
pick yet because I'm still thinking about it. But I was just thinking, like, yeah, okay, here at 10, who else do you have on the board? Can you go back to
On the board, you got Fashanu, McCarthy, Arnold. Latu, Fuaga.
corners?
Hurst.
Perfectly fine. Their defense, yeah.
There's your tackles.
Offensive line, yeah.
There's your
I
wide
was
receiver.
also thinking Cooper DeJean here
Really?
at safety.
I think GM Rogers is going to be like, I need an offensive player for once.
Yeah.
Because the Packers always picked defense.
Yeah, that is true. And DeJean is a Packer at this point. This is a hard pick. This is very hard because I think I don't know. What's your thoughts?
Honestly, for me, I think it's still Fashanu or Latham, whoever you prefer is your tackle too.
Yeah, I'll just stick with my mock. Yeah, I'll just go Fashanu.
I don't disagree with your pick at all. Like, I think that's like the good pick. And I do understand where you're coming from with the wide receiver, but their wide receiver room is fine right now that they can just pick up a guy in third round and be good because of how deep the class is.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. But, there are rumors of Brian Thomas moving up boards. So.
That's where I was going to grab him in a little bit, actually.
Okay.
I think here, I do think they'll probably trade up and end up getting McCarthy. But right here, feels like J.J. McCarthy is the right pick. They need a quarterback. He's their quarterback that they can get at a perfect spot. Pretty much a luxury. So.
Yeah, I like that pick for the Vikings. Even, I think staying here at 11 would be smart.
If they can get him at 11, you get him at 11. If they feel like they have to move up, okay, then you move up, but you're giving up a lot more than you should have to.
Yeah. And that's where I'd be a little scared if I was a Vikings fan or just me just watching. I'd be like, Vikings, don't just jump up because you think the Giants are going to. I wouldn't be surprised if the Giants are telling reporters, like, yeah, we're thinking about quarterback, blah blah blah. We don't trust Nate Jones
Well, yeah, this is what
because they
people do
want
to
the
try and screw people over.
yeah. So, um, but the Broncos here are trading down. Like I don't.
Yeah,
I saw a mock today that was like Latu here, which I don't hate, but
I like Latu here, but yeah,
no, I do too. But I'm trading with the Eagles, Broncos with the Eagles. I think they're gonna.
that's the rumor right now. So
Yeah. I
they
think
apparently have been like super, super like, wow, 3 picks next year. Okay, um,
I think they
they've been
gave them all
super.
up for the AJ Brown deal.
Yeah, I think they did. They gave up a lot of picks for it. Um, they've been super feisty about trading up to try and get a corner, from what I've heard.
Yeah. Here you got to take corner here.
Yeah, who
Um,
fits them though?
I had Nate Wiggins here. Well, I had him at like 24, but
Yeah,
here you go. Can you get to the corners?
yeah, I got you.
Okay, Arnold, Mitchell, Wiggins. They have Arnold at what? CB1.
Yeah, they got Arnold really high.
Yeah. I don't know. I was kind of thinking Kool Aid fits them.
I don't know if I'd pick Kool Aid this high though.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I
Um,
frankly, I think it's a two-man race for number
yeah.
one,
I
and it's
think I'm
just
going
who
with
you feel
Mitchell.
like fits them better.
Yeah, I like Mitchell.
You
I
like
think
Mitchell?
I think he's a true day one starter.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
Um,
and
yeah. So
he's
Mitchell
their
here.
guy. Yeah, Mitchell.
I did a mock like this where I had them trading up to get Mitchell, like really early on in the process, and like I got hate for it from a friend, and I was like, okay, I won't do it, but like it feels super accurate for it, and I don't know, it feels like the right thing for them.
Yeah, yeah. I think we're cooking in this mock draft.
Yeah,
Actually,
this is good.
like I
I'm
would
just
like
trying to
this.
decide what I want for the Raiders.
You know
Uh,
what I was thinking here for the Raiders whenever I was drafting?
who?
I was thinking Newton.
Newton.
Yeah,
See, I saw that. I think it was your mock, right? You had Newton.
I think I did actually. Yeah,
Yeah. I thought about that when we were doing this.
I don't know. I like Newton. I truly do. I do have Newton there.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Okay,
We're gonna
I
do Newton.
like Newton.
Boom.
People are yeah. Newton's gonna be a dog.
He's
Yeah,
probably watch. He'll end up falling to the second round. We're gonna look dumb, but then he's gonna end up
yeah.
being
We're
really
gonna look
good, and
so
then we'll look good
stupid for
again.
this. I think Matt Crosby is a phenomenal edge. Like he does not get enough recognition because of Miles Garrett, T.J. Watt. Yeah, those two guys truly. But like Max Crosby is a phenomenal edge, and I think adding a defensive tackle into the mix will be because they tried last year, and he just really truly disappointed.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Um,
I did think about Arnold here a lot.
who at 14?
Or at 13, sorry.
Oh, at 13. Hmm. Well, I have.
Who do you
these
think here?
things. Offensive line, yeah. I don't know. I'm I'm thinking back at our old mock draft we did, like one of our first. I think I drafted
Yeah.
Bo Nix here. But
Yeah.
I'm not going with Bo Nix, sadly. I'm going with Latham. I think you
Latham?
get a solid tackle.
Yeah.
I like Latham a lot.
I know he's high on your board. Um,
Yeah, he is. I'm pretty sure he's falling on boards.
he has, and honestly, apparently Mims is rising on boards, but
Which
I
is
don't understand it because
crazy.
Mims has never finished a season. Like
Like
college,
people,
he's gotten hurt.
yeah, and people are like talking of like quarterbacks being system quarterbacks, but I could honestly just see Mims being a system offensive lineman because that
Yeah,
Georgia offensive line is so weird and like it always is going to like the outside, and I don't think Mims will be able to just play in the inside or like just standing there being a normal offensive lineman.
yeah. No, I agree with that. Sorry, I'm trying to decide my pick for here at 15.
Here at
I
15,
want,
you have a lot of good choices for the Bears.
dude. I know it's edge or wide receiver for me though.
Brian Thomas and Caleb Williams, that would be incredible.
Brian
And
Thomas, DJ Moore, Keenan Allen with Caleb Williams. That would suck for fantasy football, for like the wide receivers. But man, that offense would be something.
yeah,
I I want to pick Latu here. I really want to pick Brian Thomas. I just I just don't like it enough.
yeah, that's
Well,
fair.
actually, hold on. My pick decides on your next pick first. What are you thinking at 16?
I don't know. What am I thinking? Honestly, I don't know. Corner,
Corner?
Latu maybe at 16.
Okay. I'm just gonna do Thomas. I want to be bold. I want to be different a
Okay,
little
yeah,
bit.
because he
Just
is
because
moving up
we've gotten
boards.
repetitive. Thomas has risen up boards, and Thomas is really good. And they're only gonna have Keenan Allen for like a year, so you're getting Brian Thomas, who will fit that team as a number two for now, and eventually maybe a number one later.
Yeah, yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah, I feel good about it.
Here- Let me look at something real quick.
What are you
I'm
thinking?
looking at the Seahawks.
Here, hold on. You're talking kind of quiet for me right now.
Oh, sorry. I'm looking at the Seahawks right now.
Mm-hmm. No.
Yeah, okay. Okay, I am probably gonna go with. Actually. Yeah. Who are their edge rushers? I don't.
Dude, hold on. That's a great question because I know none.
Let me actually see.
Yeah,
where
who
they-
who are the Seahawks edge rushers this next year? Uh, Mafe. Um, they did pick a guy last year in the second round. I'm not seeing really anybody for sure like top guys though, like great guys at it.
Yeah, I am probably gonna go with Latu.
They have Leonard Williams,
Yeah, but he plays more
but
inside,
nothing else.
doesn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, their depth is awful.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Latu here.
Okay. I like it. I do.
Get some pressure. Get some depth.
Look how this just fell. Wow. Arnold to the Jaguars? Dude, that'd be nuts.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I feel like
They need a corner. Like that to me is like that number one need.
yeah.
So-
I mean, besides wide receiver,
Well, wide receiver, their room is okay. It's not great, but like it's still not bottom 10. Like they're fine. It's not that big a worry. They can grab a guy second round.
I don't know. It might be bottom 10. Kirk,
I wouldn't
Davis.
I wouldn't right now. I'd
Who else
take
is?
I'd take it over like half the league
Okay,
right now.
yeah,
I would take Christian Kirk and Gabe Davis, especially over the Patriots wide receiver core.
yeah,
I take it like the core is good. They'll grab a guy second round, it'll be fine. Arnold feels like the biggest need fixer though, so I think corner.
yeah. Okay, the Bengals.
Bengals.
Okay, well, I feel like I'm gonna go with an easier choice. I'm probably gonna go with Mims here.
Mims?
Yeah.
You said Mims, right?
Yes.
Okay, so Mims here.
Maybe.
What's your thought process?
Okay, just because Mims are like there are rumors that like Mims is flying up the board,
Yeah,
and they still need an offensive line. Their offensive line wasn't all that great. But I'm also thinking of like Murphy here, but I don't know
fair.
where in the world Murphy's falling.
I don't
Um,
know. I'm trying to think right now. I don't know of another spot. I'm doing this just so we can see the people, like the teams. Um, I can't picture another spot right now where I can picture him going.
I could see the Rams.
Rams?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I can see that
Broncos.
one. Broncos. I, yeah, I can see the Broncos.
No, not them. Niners. No.
What are you
Actually,
thinking?
yeah. Yeah, I could see the Niners if you fell that low. Yeah, I'm gonna
Maybe
go with. I'm going with Mims here.
Mims. All right, I like Mims.
Yeah, because
Good
I'm
pick.
thinking right now like Murphy's. There's plenty of spots for Murphy to go.
Yeah. Where would he even go? Um. Okay. Thought process here. Um. They lost Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald, right?
Yeah,
So they need help on that line. But I'm thinking an outside guy because they did have an inside guy start to show up. So I'm thinking right here. I'm thinking Jared Verse.
I like that a lot.
I wanted to pick Verse earlier. I like Verse, but I feel like this is an ideal spot. I was thinking here with Wiggins, but I think I have another spot that I like Wiggins a little bit more. So I'm thinking Verse.
Yeah, no, I like that a lot. Steelers here. This is my team.
What do you want for your team?
A Super Bowl.
I mean, everybody does.
Yeah, every team. Go to corners.
Corners?
Yeah.
All right.
Thinking of. Okay, this is kind of a crazy pick here. TJ Tampa. No, I'm playing. But for a Kool-Aid, I I like Kool-Aid.
You like Kool Aid?
I do. I
You
would.
Kool Aid here?
Yes, actually, yes,
I like it.
absolutely Kool-Aid. Like,
I do.
yeah, offensive line. I've seen more reports of us drafting a corner than an offensive line. Like, I think the Steelers are leaning more towards a corner than an offensive line.
Yeah. Honestly, I agree with that completely. So
Because
it's a good pick.
we could get a guy like Cooper Beebe or Christian Haynes down the road in
Exactly.
the second round.
Round,
So
totally fine. It's a
and
deep
getting
group.
Kool-Aid, and like Kool-Aid will be a day one starter for us.
Yeah, and you need a number two, really.
Yeah, yeah,
So
especially.
I actually, the more I look at the pick, I love it. I feel like he fits y'all more than Wiggins does anyway.
Yeah,
Here for the Dolphins, though, No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm thinking line because they need tackles and they need guards, and I think Fatianu fits both. I think that's like more his game than it is Fuaga. So I'm gonna have Fuaga keep falling, and I'm gonna pick Fatianu here.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Back to the Steelers pick. Kool-Aid, like his name. I'm just staring at the board. His name beside the Steeler logo looks beautiful. That's all I'm gonna say about the.
It's satisfying to look at. I will
No,
say.
it is. But Fuente, the Washington guy here at 21, I like. Yeah,
Yeah,
smart move. Need an offensive lineman.
I
Um,
and it's not like I don't like Fuaga at all. Like it's not that at all. I like Fuaga. I just think Fatianu fits more the mold of what the Dolphins need for like a guard for now and then a tackle for later.
yeah,
I think he fits both.
yeah, I agree. Um, Broncos, I would nearly want to trade back down into like maybe. Actually, yeah, no.
I'm down for another trade down with them. I could see it.
Here, I'm actually gonna go with Murphy.
Murphy.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, this does not move anything for the Broncos. Like, the Broncos might be the worst team in the league. Sorry,
Yeah,
Jack.
I think
but
they're picking Zach Wilson this year because they know they're not getting a quarterback.
yeah, I mean, maybe in the second, like, Knicks or.
Oh, Knicks in a second. Yeah.
I mean, I would have rather taken that risk than Zach Wilson.
Yeah, I mean, Zach Wilson, the thing is, the Jets never helped him out. Like, I genuinely think they are one of the worst ran organizations right now, for the most part. The coaching, I'm not a fan, never have been. Um, so I think he might, like, if he can get his confidence, he could maybe turn it around. I don't think it's like that possible. I remember when I said Zach Wilson was going to get traded, I thought the Rams was going to be the spot, but the Broncos make sense too.
Yeah. I remember you talking. It was one of our earlier episodes of, like, Zach Wilson. Like, you were really high on Zach Wilson getting traded. Like, you were.
I expected
hoping.
it.
Yeah.
I was expecting the Rams though. Like I genuinely was like the next couple weeks, the Rams. Boom.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay, it did fall, like I was hoping. For me here, I think their second, like the Vikings' biggest needs are their corners and like their edge rushers now that they have a quarterback. And Wiggins, dude, he can be that number one guy for this team, and they'll have a solid corner duo with him and Murphy. So, I think this is like an ideal home run pick. Makes sense just to trade up and get a guy like this anyway, because you're not going to get that in the second round. I just think he fits really well, and you're giving their DC an actual defensive piece.
Yeah, I mean, I really like this for. Yeah. And Flores will cook with this defense.
Let Flores. I almost called him something else. That's why I said they're DC. My brain like blanked on his name entirely.
um. Here. I'm going with Fuagu.
With who?
Fuagu.
Fuaga.
Yeah, Fuagu. Sorry.
I love that.
Yeah.
Perfect slide pick.
Yeah. I had Powers Johnson, but I can't skip on him. He's already fallen way too low here.
Mm-hmm. I genuinely was like, please don't fall anymore. I don't know where I'm going to pick you now.
Yeah, especially after that. He would nearly have to fall to the second round.
Yeah.
Or
And
to the
frankly,
Niners.
that's like the perfect pick for the Cowboys. They need a center, but they also really needed tackles.
Yeah, that might actually be like the Cowboys. This would be their first off-season move this year.
It'd be their second.
No, sorry, second.
I mean, you're not wrong. It's basically their first one. I thought you were being serious because I'm like, was there one?
Yeah.
They like stole a player from somebody else. I think that's been it.
Yeah.
Packers. Okay, This is weird. I'm thinking DeJean because he could play safety or corner, and they need both.
Yeah, that's exactly like I drafted him in my mock draft today. Like that's exactly why I drafted him there.
Like he just fits. He really does. He fits. He fits the role of the system.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like that.
yeah. The Bucks here.
Who do they have? Okay, so they don't have a center. Their edge rush group isn't great.
Yeah, it's either between Jackson Powers Johnson or Chop Robinson.
Fair, totally fair.
I'm going with Jackson Powers Johnson.
Honestly, I agree.
Yeah.
Their center retired anyway, so like Baker was screwed at that line, and I'd rather protect Baker right now after just paying him than I would be grabbing an edge rusher in a kind of deep class.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so we were talking about Murphy falling. I honestly, if he had somehow fallen this far, I would have picked him right here.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
for me, this feels like Chop Robinson's just like the obvious pick. Like
Yeah,
who do they have? You know?
Yeah, like the only good player on that Cardinals defense is like Buda Baker.
Yeah. So like Chop fits it.
Yeah.
And like I mean, you look at it just basic, like that'd be
That'd
awesome.
be a great pick, yeah.
I'd be satisfied as a Cardinals fan if that was my first round.
For sure. Um, I feel like you gotta go receiver. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, there's a lot of positions you could fill here for the Bills. But I'm gonna go Adonai Mitchell.
Okay. I like it.
Yeah,
Okay.
get a
I'm gonna bring up a
weapon.
rumor to you. I don't know if you're gonna hate it or not. I heard a rumor that the Raiders might trade back into the first to pick a quarterback. Did you hear about that?
I did not.
Okay. I've heard they want a quarterback, and I've heard the Broncos might do the same, or just might pick in
Yeah,
the second round. I've heard one of them might trade back up for a quarterback, though. I want to trade up, but I'm just not thinking where. And Lions, I don't really see a person right now that I'm like, yeah, I could see them picking him here. I mean, maybe one of these guys. I've heard the rumor. I've heard that rumor right here of Mike. Ooh, this is rough. Actually, I thought I'd find like a good spot like right away, but I don't know. This is a weird spot because the edge rushers are gone.
yeah,
I
no,
don't
I
really.
totally.
Yeah. Um, I I want to do a trade back because we're trying to go off the rumors to like add to the fun of this, but like I just don't know. Um, I've heard things like that he might end up getting picked super early in the second, or maybe even potentially in the first. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick him here because they need a corner. Um, I don't know. I just think he fits. I like the pick.
Yeah, that's fair.
Might be the highest he's been drafted in mocks. Who knows? I don't know.
um, I'm thinking about trading back here.
You are.
I'm thinking.
Who would they pick? Like that's the thing. Like with these last few picks, I'm like, who the heck are you picking?
Yeah, I mean, for here, I would probably pick a quarter, but not a wide receiver or like a like if like Cooper DeJean is here, I would love that because like then you get like kind of another Kyle Hamilton.
Yeah, he like when I hear DeGene, I'm like he fits that Ravens mold. I saw a thing talk about that today. He fits what they need, but I just don't know if he's gonna be on the board.
Yeah, like I love watching Kyle Hamilton play. Like he's at the ball every time the ball snaps.
So you hate that he's on the Ravens then, right?
No, I hate it. Yeah, I like despise it. He kind of reminds me of Troy Polamalu a little bit, which I despise. Like, he's one of my favorite players of all time. Anytime I watch Kyle Hamilton, I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm getting flashbacks.
There he is, making another play.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who are you thinking trade back with, though?
The Raiders. But the thing is, like, with the Raiders, I don't know because of, like, Pierce. He was like, oh, yeah, he's our guy.
I genuinely feel like that's smoke at this point because I've heard everything. So
Yeah,
this is what you're thinking?
yeah,
Something like this?
I'm gonna trade, and probably like the 77th pick.
Yeah, something like this.
Yeah,
Doing that. Hopefully that works. Okay, we literally are the ones making the trades. Let it work.
yeah. Like, why would you not accept? Like, what?
Like, we're the ones proposing trades here. This is what I'll do. I feel like they could get this.
Yeah, that could totally work.
Hold on. Cool. See, they like that, though.
Yeah, so the Raiders are picking Bo Nix. If you pick Penix here, that is an awful pick.
I know you're so anti-Penix, but frankly, Penix fits the Raiders a little bit more.
Yeah, I like Penix. Or, I know, actually strongly dislike Penix, but I like Nix more. Like,
There.
I don't know, I just... Yeah,
Ooh.
Nix
Okay,
is...
you've put me in a weird spot. I've heard rumors of Barton going earlier, but they don't need a center. Guyton, I think Guyton's probably going to end up going first round. I have him so low on my board for some reason. I don't remember what it was. It's been so long since we've done these. But I think I'm going to end up picking Guyton here because they need tackles bad.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that makes sense, right?
Yeah, no, that makes total... Yeah, no, that makes sense a lot. Here... I'm gonna keep going with this. I'm gonna go Lad McConkey.
Lad McConkey, I love that pick.
I love that pull right here.
I will throw a fit if Xavier Worthy gets picked over McConkey. I literally might throw something.
Yeah.
It will make me so mad. Now, if he gets picked, or first round before the Patriots get picked, oh man, I'm going to be throwing hands. I need Polk on the Patriots so bad.
In the mock that I sent you, I had Polk go into the Ravens.
I know. I was like so upset about it. You're like, well, you're
Simply
pushing the
for
narrative. I'm like,
Zane.
yeah, for him to go to the Patriots, not the Ravens.
Yeah.
I like this mock actually. Now that I'm looking at it like out wide.
I really like this pick. And the Vikings just have two easy picks here.
Yeah, they don't even have to trade up or anything, and they get their quarterback and a corner. Ooh.
Yeah, I like this a lot.
Yeah.
And the Bears get their quarterback and another weapon.
Yeah.
That Kool-Aid name right beside the Steelers logo is looking
That's
real
satisfying
nice.
to look at. I almost wanted to propose, to be greedy as a Patriots fan, I almost wanted to propose the Patriots trade up to like 27 and like snipe Adonai Mitchell.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I wasn't going to be greedy about it 'cause it's my own team, so I'm just being biased. Oh, that's lovely. Love looking at my phone to seeing plenty of buzz for JJ at 3. That'll throw a wrench in every mock. Oh, I hate that. I hate that so much.
Yeah,
I need it to be Thursday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's terrible. I don't like that at all.
No, I absolutely, I hate it. It's repulsive.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna bring this up because it happened like the past few days. What have you thought of all the jerseys? Like, what's your ranking right now?
Um, okay. Hold up. So I was looking at them because we've been talking about doing jerseys. Um,
Like at least with just the new ones.
yeah. So here you go. Do you want to go like with our four, and then I say my four, you say your four,
Yeah, we can do that. Like, yeah,
like we've been doing with our rankings? Yeah.
yeah.
Let me look at them again.
Here, I mean, I can pull them up
Yeah, yeah,
right
yeah.
quick.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Like that'll work, right? I assume.
Yeah.
Maybe? No.
Oh,
It's just gonna be weird. That's fine. Um,
look up like the Broncos, and then
yeah,
like the
I'll just look up by one. Which one do you want first? Broncos?
Broncos. Yeah.
Boop. Like those are the Broncos. So clean.
It's
That's a good
at
picture.
4. Do you like these jerseys?
Dude, I love these jerseys. I gotta be honest.
Wait, are these their full time jerseys now?
With the Broncos, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Um, I'm probably going with 4 here at the Jets because they're not much of a difference. I mean, they're different, yeah, but they're not like
They don't look good. I
yeah.
gotta be honest. They don't look good. Trying to find a picture of it, but like they didn't, like you mentioned, they didn't change.
Like if you yeah, they just didn't change. Like
Yeah, I agree. I think they're my four as well.
they
I'm
look
trying to pull up.
old. They look
Try,
older.
yeah, which they went simple, so like I can appreciate it.
Yeah, but
Um,
like there's sometimes where you can go too simple.
like look at these. Like that looks good. That looks decent. I hate the helmet on this green. Does not work at all. They should have gone with a white helmet. Um, like I like it, but I don't. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, I fully agree.
Yeah. So for me, I think these are four, and I think you agree, right?
Yeah, I agree.
Um, and I'm not even just saying this because I am like a Patriots fan. I just don't think they're good. I'm trying to remember the Lions ones.
They're like black with like a light blue helmet. I don't know, that Broncos helmet just looks so nice. Like I love their uh old
Yeah, the
logo.
new Broncos stuff. Um, yeah, Google works for their. Stop being like this, Google. Um, like this right here. I love this. This is the best jersey, like one, like top three in the league. Like these are so clean. And okay, for the reason of the Broncos having their stupid orange pants, I'm putting the Broncos at three. Like, let me show you the orange pants.
Yeah, I agree, yeah. Cuz like the Lions,
Let me see if I can find the orange pants picture. They look like the orange pants look terrible. Like the orange pants that are right here, kind of look the same as that, but they're like just plain.
yeah, I'm
Here,
looking at them right now. Yeah,
yeah,
they're
here they
bad.
are for y'all to see. that orange pants, it works with the white, but on every other jersey, it looks awful. And so for that reason, I got to put them at 3 because like they have a bunch of stuff they can do, and they brought back the old jersey, like their throwback, and so like it's tough between them and the Lions, but the Lions just look so clean. So like if I can pull up a great picture, that'd be awesome. Like this, um, you know, like the jersey looking like this looks awesome.
Yeah, and that helmet, perfect.
Perfect. The throwbacks, perfect. Sertan looks perfect. These whites, that blue in there, and they have little triangles inside. It's perfect. The pants ruin the whole thing, and so it goes at 3, which just leaves at 1. I think for both of us, probably I'm gonna assume is the same thing
I don't know.
with the Texans.
Yeah, I don't know. Their logo on their jersey or their helmet, that H, it
The
kind
H
of,
Town?
yeah.
Nah, but the color, it's a color rush jersey. That's what they
It,
did.
yeah, okay, yeah. I'm going with Texans.
Like, okay, I don't like these because that doesn't match that. But otherwise, the H Town perfect. The normal's perfect. The whites look just cold. Also, look how much taller Nico Collins is to Stingley. Like, in that picture.
It looks like Stingley's standing more in front of.
Yeah, I think he is. And I actually think it's probably separate pictures posted together, but he just looks so much taller. It's kind of funny. Um, yeah, no, but like these, probably just pull it back 'cause it's fine. I'll stay signed out. Um, these are just so tough. I really do think their team that did the jerseys needs to do the jerseys for every other. Because that H Town, that 3, that number with the blue looks just.
Yeah, they're nice.
I might just be
Yeah.
like, I almost would buy a jersey with that.
Dude, I'm trying to collect all the jerseys, so I might.
If I had money, if I could
Yeah,
sell a house in
that
real estate already, that would be great. I'm getting there, but yeah, no. I think I'd probably go Texans 1, Lions 2, Broncos 3, Jets 4. The only ones that I don't actually like are the Jets. Every one of other ones I think are good though.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, our lists are very similar, or are legit
We
the
always do
same.
that though. I mean, it's just consensus. Like I feel like it's the thing.
Yeah, I just saw the Raiders called about number 2 overall pick.
Yeah, they're not gonna get it though. They will
Yeah,
not.
there's no way.
They're gonna be stuck with Aiden O'Connell or Bo Nix or Michael Penix. Yeah. I feel like that wraps up pretty much everything going on right now. Draft is in 2 days, people.
Yeah, we'll be doing a reaction Friday.
Yeah, Friday. We were gonna stream, but stuff just didn't work out. Sorry about that. But I think it works out better this way. You'll get our actual reactions instead of that immediate reaction.
Yeah.
Of course, the immediate reaction of the Patriots trading the 3rd overall pick, I'm sure is going to be hilarious for everybody except myself.
Yeah, if the Patriots do trade the 3rd overall pick and they don't end up with McCarthy or with Daniels or May,
Yeah,
Zane will not be joining me on Friday's episode.
yeah, he will. He'll record himself. I just might just not ever speak again because the utter shock on my face, it might just never go away.
Yeah.
But yeah. Any last thoughts going on with anything going on in the NFL? Anything at
No,
all?
I'm excited.
I am too. So I think that's where we're going to wrap it up. So thank you all for listening to another episode of the Drop Back Podcast. Be sure wherever you are listening to leave a like, follow, subscribe, or a comment. We always appreciate it. If you'll disagree with any takes or anything, let us know down in the comments below. As always, thank you all for tuning in. Hope y'all tune in to the next one, and peace out.
Peace.